Isaiah 9, starting with verse 8. This is what he says. It says, the Lord has sent a word against Jacob, and it will fall on Israel, and all the people will know. Ephraim and the inhabitants of Samaria, who say in pride and arrogance of heart, the bricks have fallen, but we will rebuild with dressed stones. The sycamores have been cut down, but we will put cedars in their place. You know, we're a very, very proud people. We are full of pride, arrogance. And when we do that, we miss the messages that God is putting before us. You know, those words, those final words of the bricks have fallen, but we will build with dressed stones. The sycamores have been cut down, but we will put cedars in their place. Back in 2004, Senator John Edwards was speaking to the Congressional Black Caucus prayer breakfast, and he quoted that. This was the anniversary of the 9/11 attack. Edwards stated that these words were from the Lord and that should bring us comfort. Senator Tom Daschle, just a few days after 9/11, had said those same words in front of Congress. Both of these men, they thought that these words were words meant to tell us to pick ourselves back up. We're going to build back better. I hate that term. We're going to build it. We're going to be better than we were before. We're going to be back even stronger. It's a very American way of thinking, right? Knock us down, what are we going to do? We're going to get back up again. The problem is that these words were not words to bring comfort. These were words to bring condemnation. Israel had, and what we have today is what Isaiah calls pride and arrogance of heart. Judah was coming under military attack, but what did they do? They just laughed it off. It's no big deal. Knock us down. We'll get back up again. We'll build it with better bricks. They saw these setbacks as challenges and an opportunity to rebuild the past and to actually improve on it. It is this arrogance that got them into trouble in the first place. The same arrogance that gets our nation into trouble today. I have to ask, are we better since 9/11? Are we a better society? Are we? Is what we've rebuilt and become better than what it was before, like what it was on September 10th of 2001? Even from a physical perspective, you know that the two towers that were there took 3 years to build back in the 1970s? 3 years to build those two towers. Guess how long it's taken the one that replaced it? It took 5 years to plan it and to build it. And it is actually not even as tall. It is 28 stories shorter than the previous two towers. Is that better? In our arrogance, we say we're going to build back better. We're going to build it. It's going to be better than it was before. What arrogance. As a society, we're headed towards another disaster. We just dealt with COVID. And there's more coming. Our world is falling together, as I say. Let's not even begin to talk about the liberty that was sacrificed that we'll never see again. I tell my kids, because they've now flown in an airplane, I said, you know, there used to come a time we didn't take our shoes off. Why do I take our shoes off? I said, because some idiot tried to sneak a bomb on a plane in his shoe, blew himself up, or caused a fire on himself, burned himself. I said, it'll never be the same again. Oh, it'll be better. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. See, in Judah's pride, we don't reflect on what has occurred, and we shun humility. We don't want to be humble. We don't want to be humbled. Sometimes, I'll be honest with you, when you get knocked down, the smart thing is to stay down. We want to get back up and we want to fight. Our memories are short. Our attentions are distracted by the new and shinier baubles that point us and make us forget about who God is and how God is working in history and all the events that the earth that gives the earth meaning. That's one of the reasons why I enjoy Michael Heiser's book so much, because it's talking about the big picture. What is God doing? See, I want to focus on my story, because my story is most important. No, I'm sorry. Our story is not most important. God's story is most important. The signs of the time are right in front of us. And what do? We choose to look the other way, and we ignore the warnings that God is giving us.